Well, let's head back. Back to bows. Maybe we'll take a little rest, though. Alright, let's check our bear claw. I'm searching for the sites. Oh, I didn't meet spin to the bows market. Oh well. I'm buying right now. And the ingredients here, where are you, Gwen? The restaurant. Alright. Let's rest up and head back. That was the primary quest I want to take on because it was a short. We had short duration left on it. That's smooth music. I wonder how many people watching have actually also played Star Ocean, second story. I want to say that for a long time now is my absolute favorite JRPG. Sorry, I want to look at that. Fate Spinner. I wonder if we're gonna run into more of those. Yeah, but anyway, that's like one of my favorite JRPGs from shares hard for quite a while. And I think I want to say it's because of the battle system in it, like the action battle that was like more in line with what I was doing at the time in life. You know, I was relative. I wasn't so young, like, you know, but that's kind of young, really. But you guys, first of all, you suck. Also, how come you guys got so many turns just now? But yeah, so it's kind of in line with what it was. But there's like, that game was very good still. I managed to play it recently on an emulator. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Square Enix. I think Square Enix did that, or just Enix, maybe. I don't know. Either way, that game was great. It's still great. And if anyone gets the opportunity to play it that hasn't, they definitely should. For some reason, I was like, I played that around the. Oh my gosh, I played that around the time I first ever played Breath of Fire 3, and I never forget it. There's, and this might be me just having a terrible memory of being a child, or childish at the time. I must have rented Breath of Fire 3 4 or 5 times from Blockbuster, and if I'm just remember, there's a section that's got a tournament, and I want to say that for some reason my game just always froze and I could no longer progress, and that was pretty far in the game. So that made me never play Breath of Fire 3 until actually relatively recently, when I started to play it again and realized, man, I don't know how I did that stuff as a kid. That game was so boring. I mean, it's good. It was just so slow, and like, I think this is the only context where I will be able to play something like that, like you know, recording video or something. Because then I'll feel like I'm using my time productively. You know, I'm all about fooling myself. Yeah, suspended disbelief that any of this is significant, right? Really? You just getting knocked out by that bird, huh? How weird would that be in real life? Like, the real life version of this is two 16-year-olds and a 30-something-year-old running in a forest getting beat the shit up by like birds and shit. That'd be insane. So yeah, I was going back on the trail of the bows, and this fucking bird jumped out of nowhere and just like bit the shit out of me, so I chopped it to death with my sword, and my friend Estelle, she beat the shit out of it with a fucking Donatello like bow. It was really, really horrible. Nobody was happy after that exchange, and I was bleeding. I was bleeding everywhere. Ah, save. Oh wait, I don't need this. Cicero is an extremely serious and dedicated individual. Oh, I think it would be do her some good she wasn't so uptight. The local tone of the people of Bose carries an air of freedom. While doctrine and commitments are important, I'd like this church to be more involved in the region. Well, where's her sister? Let's see if we can chat her up. I mean, now that I'm in here. Father Holstein's a man of his word and has a magnetic personality about him, but I have trouble dealing with the pace at which he does things. What does that mean, the pace at which he does things? Let's see. Cabbage, that's what my mom asked me to pick up for her, and a duck, delicious duck. Alright. I'm too scared to talk to people I don't know. That's why I've been pacing in front of a store like this. You'll get there, old girl. Look. And for that reason, there was a time when each did as they liked. But the previous mayor and now his daughter started bringing all the merchants together. My wife is shopping like a crazy woman. I see you over there, Oliver. I see you. If I don't intervene, she'll never stop shopping. Money is not the issue here. I just wish my wife would practice a little bit of self-control. This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. It was definitely worth seeing. Gantz. Ever since the girl started selling her sweets, the sales of her sponge cake have really started taking off. And now I find myself coming here to shop just so I can get a glimpse of her smile. Uh-oh, Gantz. As you can see, at first I was worried about how I was going to run the store. But things finally started to sell little by little, so I guess the best thing I do is give my customer service with a smile. Look at that. See, your smile does matter to somebody. Oops, can't buy that, because I'm poor. So, who in the market was the person that wanted that bear claw? Searching Spence Pharmacy. Are you Spence? No menu out, of course. Just how long does armor tend to block the border? Because all this, any merchandise which should have come from the Empire hasn't arrived. Whatever they're doing, it isn't helping my business, that's for sure. Let's see. None of these people look like pharmacists, but I haven't talked to you. Sarah, and I look like it, but I run the kitchen at the mayor's residence. And though I can't cook anything like the Ansel Rose, I can still whip up a decent meal. The mayor's been so busy recently, so I need at least to get her to take in some nourishment. You look like the guy. Can I help you find something? My medicine works wonders. We came here after seeing something posted on the bulletin board about at the Bracer Guild. Could you by any chance be Spence? Oh, you're bracers, aren't you? I've been waiting for you to come. Guess we can dispense with the formalities then. I understand you're trying to find a place where the bear claw grows, correct? Yes, the bear claw is a medicinal herb that is difficult to find in these parts. Up until now, I'd been having them shipped from Berlin, but just recently I was asked by Father Holstein to prepare a new medicine. So it seems I'm going to be using more of these than before. That's why I decided to find my own source. Bear claw, huh? If I remember correctly, it grows... if I remember right, it grows in the forest of Mistwald and Roulette. Bear claws is said to grow in human locations. I'm pretty sure it probably grows in a place like that in Bose. Man, I guess all we can do is hit the road and start conducting a thorough search. Since investigations are an important part of the Bracer's work, just think of it as a good opportunity to learn. Guess there's no other option, huh? Alright, if we come across any bear claw flowers, we'll come and let you know. Okay, I'm counting you kids, be careful out there. I like this guy's outfit. I try to find things with hidden value and get hands on them for a reasonable price. Thrill of this is something you can't experience that easily in other occupations. To be honest though, I'm still quite an amateur at this myself. No matter how careful I choose what I buy, more than half what I get turns out to be junk. Ooh. So it's a piece of headgear for laborers. Work helmet. A work helmet seems like something I might want. Purging balm. Yeah, I wonder if I can sell food. Answer's yes. Oh, my vegetable sandwich is cheap. let's see. Ingredients. Nobody cares about liberal news. Alrighty. Equip on you. So we still got attack. Yeah, I'm thinking about you know, dropping the attack power on her and maybe giving it to Joshua. Bringing that defense up a little bit. I want you to have tier though. It's time when can't put anything in there. So I eat all quartz, okay. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. Aid. Yeah, that's fine. She'll have that and that. No fire attack though. Yeah, for now we can't be down fire attack. So we'll wait for reconfiguring. Let's leave the market and finally checking out the Bracer Guild. Oh, it's you kids. Did you find out anything about the incident? Yeah, you bet. Valuable information at that. Skyband's the Capua family, you're right. That is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that the General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I'd originally thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roulette, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much. Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, then I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes. Taking into account the incident in Roulette, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that they would go as far as to commit heinous crime like hijacking the Lind. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roulette was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, now hijack an airliner and then turn around and demand ransom for the Royal Army. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Letter carrier, boom, did that. War race or rave, new monster. Money. Still some of the class. Can I get anything else to report? What you got posted, my guy? Ingredient seeker. Dude. I just have to bring it to him personally. I guess these two monsters, well, this monster, probably not that difficult. Okay, so I guess let's run inside the old fancy restaurant, give my guy in the back his poultry because I know we've captured enough. Wasn't Kirschbar. Looks like right into town, Ansel Rose. Just run in the back here. Request was craving, of course, just resistance. Obviously not you. You? Yes. Hello, we're here with the Brace Guild and we have a delivery. Well, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. There's no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as Brace is all about. Yes, just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. I really appreciate you saying that, but the little bit of mirror I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Give me some food. Oh no, please let me do this for you too. Huh? Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the ones served here in Anteros? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's okay for you to begin out your recipes like that. Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, it does mean that you'll get the same taste. Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking. Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and a sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. Actually, it's pretty profound. A recipe in the end is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. But only in following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways in flavor turns out. Learn the liberal omelet recipe. Score! We'll have to give this a try later on. Now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way, but please read the recipe before you try it. How rude. What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever? Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know. I'll show you a fistful. Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe. My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while, too. Ingredient seeker. I don't need to talk to these fancy motherfuckers in here. We're from the streets. We're from the village. We're from Relent region. Okay? In Relent, we're not sitting here thinking we're at the Kirsch Bar if we're in Bose, you know what I'm saying? Thanks. The reflection man says she regenerative. Alright, cool. Get up to save again, because I save all the time. Let's head to the mayor.
One more thing.
I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel has been excitedly awaiting your report. In your study? Dealing with complaints from the citizens. She looks so much like Lady Relina Priestcraft. I'm like, I don't know. Relina and Gundam Wing. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone, servicing the sewer facilities, selecting congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen, arm and curb by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I'd originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. Wasn't a crash. Glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run with these Scott Bandits before, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's that to find, then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? Probably can't believe that their dad would get captured and held for ransom. Their dad get beaten by a bunch of sky bandits, yep. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Relent. I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua, you too sure? You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it'll be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer too. His name is Cassius Sprite. Did you just say Cassius Sprite? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I'm at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or sky bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them long ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Still, you've matured. Yeah, I know she kind of brought up a good point there. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. What are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. But we're complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Relent, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. Clue? Huh? Oh right, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's gotta know something by now, right? It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it might be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. Oh, you know, they probably went to the Kirsch bar, because they're not rich. They're salt of the earth people. Bose Chapel, nobody definitely went there. Nobody ever goes there ever. Let's see. Why do I feel like I'm walking past it? There it is. Oh, there's a science guy. It seems the development of orbital arts was far superior before the Great Collapse. We're still discovering orbital relics from that area. That's what people mean when they say that they've unearthed an artifact. Leave. Oh, not the bar here. Maybe at the end? Whenever we greet guests, we do so with the utmost sincerity. And our motto is, service always comes with a smile. Furthermore, we should always work to improve service. Where would those two have gone? So kids, I mean, I really want to be a merchant, but I've never been good at arithmetic, so maybe I'm just not cut out for it after all. Who knows? But if you're already going to give up on any possibility before you begun, then you're bound to fail at anything. Dang, man, it just went straight in. These kids are very smart. Like that Claire and Relent. Like, oh, but the stuff's going on in the region. I'm like, jeez. Ooh, do we have... Well, I mean, I gave away a lot of my horrible stuff, but let's just see. And none of the good stuff. Blue, red, and yellow, or green. Yeah, it's fine. Not gonna be in there. Back to the north. We're probably not inside the mayor's residence, I'd imagine. Let's talk to the mayor again, see if she's got anything else to say. Dealing with the hijack is my top priority. I'll have to worry about those other documents later. Boy, oh boy. Looks like things are going to really get busy around here. So, I guess Cassius was also in the military prior to this. So, maybe we could have used who we were looking for, you know, as some leverage. Another courage bar. Let's check Ansel Rose. Let's see. You're none of these people. Where are you, Niall? Maybe I'll go back to the Kirsch bar and see if we can talk to the bartender there. Maybe they might have happened through, I don't know. Ansel Rose doesn't feel like a place where you can just sit back and relax, you know? You always feel rushed. That's what makes such a point of trying to get my establishment a comfortable, homey feel so people know they can take it easy. Thanks, Wagner. Oh, that's Niall right there, chilling with the cut. I thought I'd recognize him, but I guess I didn't recognize him without Dorothy. Oh, god damn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Here. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. Jeez. You want to talk, don't they sometimes call you bottomless sheriff? Oh please, bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Hyena. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor, no matter how much I may drink. My face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving trigger like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come on now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It certainly is true that Hyena is like a bucket to share a sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh. Where am I? Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Oh, my head. What? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my god, what the hell am I doing in roulette? Thought I'd be able to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well. Damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name is Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard? Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humbled me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then. Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken, which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seem pretty troubled. Damn, you saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damn, the Army's regulation on the spread of information really restricts what I'm able to learn anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hockey Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up, everything. Oh great, adios, tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, did you try to find an exclusive on the mayor's chest? Did you try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest? But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Mabel's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the gods get a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'll be glad to, however. Aren't you forgetting something, Niall? Huh? Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first, then get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. It seemed like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case, I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it straight away, okay? Fine. I'll tell you everything in my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. Ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. Yeah, it looks like old Joshua has some side skills. I mean, his background. I don't know. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who'd just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. Well, our boy is at Lowell? A huge shadow flying overhead. Yep, airship. I told him maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Oh, you mean you raised our hopes, wanted to dash him straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. What, with that information embargo in place and all? Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be much of use in our investigation. Yeah, well, I can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But I promised a promise scratched. I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. Joshua told Niall all about the incident in Relent, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Capuas, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House, and the Airship Corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy, post haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. I think it's gonna be advantageous to have Niall and our be in the good graces of Niall. He's gonna be something. Spirits certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story, pretty unsuccessful until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating, a little give and take, nothing more. Bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, if the army checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army's totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men, and some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Well worth looking to, certainly can't hurt at any rate. Now you two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenue then, shall we? Got it. Alright. Back off to Ravenue it is. I think we called that, right? Let's see if there's... Just make sure there's nothing that's popped on the board since we talked. Ah, there we go. Ansel Path Monster. Ferocious monster known as Amber Turtle has been spotted roving the New Ansel Path. Not a turtle. I'm searching for someone who can escort me from to the Crone Pass checkpoint. High difficulty. Interesting. Well, what's the time frame on that one? Let's check the board again. Sorry. Westbow's monster is short. Escort's quest is short as well. I'm kind of interested in that though. Alright, let's do the Westbows. Let's do these requests. And why not? Can't hurt. East bows. And there's West bows. So we have a missing element. Oh wow, hold that. So they consider that quest completed, I guess. Random Avenue Village. And which was the Chrome Pass checkpoint? Oh wow, that's like past Avenue. So that would probably be all right to do on the way. Alright. So we'll do that on the way to, when we're finally on the way to Avenue. Don't worry about that. Neville Valley, huh? So that's to the east. New Ansel. Which way is New Ansel? Maybe it's just the name of a path along a way. Crown Pass, Mercia Orphanage, Menorah, Ansel. Ruin region. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Relent, way over there. So Relent, north of Gransel, which is north of Zeiss. Ruin with the bows, and then there's the whole Erebonian Empire. So the Republic of Calivard. So wow, so I wonder how large the Erebonian Empire is. It's gonna be pretty big. Okay, anyway. West Bows Highway, East Bows. We got the monster to the west. We have monsters to the west. We have New Ansel, maybe to the south, I'd imagine. Neville Valley's to the east. West Bows monster. And the escort, of course, heading to the west. And somebody did talk about that, the Valeria Lakeshore, I believe. Talk about fish, which... And I want to check out the Amberl Tower, too. Alright, well, looks like we're going to do some more side stuff. Alright, alright. Isn't everybody super excited to not progress the storyline? See if this boy's got anything new. Let's talk shop. I really struggled a lot and worked hard when the market began. And I think it's because of that hard-working experience that I have my own shop now. I think learning to start at the bottom of the heap is important for anyone. And that's the absolute truth. Lots of mirror in my pocket. Might as well. Keep the change, Mac. Ooh, extra range too. Feeling good. Yeah, you definitely have to start at the bottom. Just in general. That's the way of life. Ooh, New Ansel Path is to the south. Let's save again. Because that's how I roll. Sweet. Stats are good. So, did they give me details about where this new Ansel enemy is? Just rowing the path. Alright. Yeah, like when oops, hello. I don't know why I turned around. I should just fight those guys. It's always way worse when I do it. You know, like right now in life, I work in banking. I do balance sheet management type stuff for a commercial bank. Making sure doing liquidity reporting and making some decisions and reporting on how the bank's going to be funded. My professional title is a senior bank funding analyst. So that's, and I do like finance a lot, but when I finished college, it was in 2008, which for you youngsters out there might not know that as like the beginning of the financial crisis. So I had finished school and well, it was rough because, you know, you want to start in your career, but it just wasn't going to happen at that time. So I did what I could and started working as a bank teller. Moved up in that a little bit for like a year or so. Went to work in the call center, but the whole while I kept, maintaining my knowledge, like, you know, doing everything I could to try to learn on my own time. You know, watching videos on corporate finance. Like, sounds lame now, but this was what I had to do to like keep my own sanity, because, you know, it's pretty easy to get bummed out, you know, like when you're not getting where you want to be and all that stuff. This whip just cannot hit air apparently, but I stuck with it and eventually got somewhere. I like to think I'm relatively successful at this point. And definitely have a lot more range to go, as you know. I'm still working on my Master's of Finance, which I'll be done with at the end of this year. So basically, it's gonna be a lot more videos, a lot more, you know, time spent doing this and working on my fitness. But I promise, if I ever make any fitness videos, this will not cross this game's channel, because there's some that stuff does not mix in a very real way. So do not worry about that. You might see Mr. Masterman or something doing fitness, but it will not be Mr. Cunningham. Not on the internet. What's your weakness, my friend? Nada. Let's get it out. It's weird, it's hard to explain, but the feeling of actually using my special abilities like that, you know, beware of monsters. Well, let's follow this path. Using them like that, like, kind of, it makes me feel good in a way. It makes us feel like it really is traveling. You know, like, okay, yeah, you'll pick up this ability, you'll pick up the you know, you'll take time, you'll fight more, and then you'll build up this rage, and then you let it out and keep on going. Yeah, stuff like that, like, it just makes the game feel like a lived-in space. Like, I know I'm going on and on about this, but this game feels so lived in. And, like, all this stuff is existing whether you go on or not. Let's go. Exterminate large monster on the prowl. Oh, okay, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. That's great. Of course, thank goodness they're fire sensitive. Do I trust that she can do a one shot? Yeah, no, I don't trust it. Yeah, we definitely got to get rid of at least one of these. Good thing I didn't trust it. $87 on you. And 300 on you. Once we're down to, now we'll be down to 4. Almost. Anyone will do, really. Ouch. Let's make sure we don't die here, kid. Here's a sandwich. Okay, so I don't care about physical damage at all. Well, fine then. I'll just fuck you up with magic. Let's heal up. No reason to have anybody die. Boy, this would really blow if we didn't have fire magic, huh? Luckily, when everyone came equipped today. Matter of fact, you're just gonna actually. I wonder if like, I guess move is like kind of defend.
Seems you came up short.
Got it. And since we're over here, oh well, actually, yeah, let's explore this Valeria Lakeshore after we save, of course. I think it's kind of cool that they tell you what time it is. The Kingfisher Inn. Annette, the food is great. This place is relaxing. And I couldn't ask for anything more, but I have to be careful not to put on any weight. Why? The weather's just wonderful today. Maybe I'll just take a book and read by the water edge this afternoon. Maybe I could get fishing a try too. My older brother Leonard started this inn. I grew fond of the atmosphere here when I came to visit him. And so I decided to stay and let him work for me. That reminds me, there's an old tower standing to the northwest of here. It seems as though it's called the Amberl Tower. I wonder what in the world it was built for. Alright, well you know what I gotta do. Learn some recipes! Oops. Let's get the rest. That was kind of a long journey. I wonder if I wish there was like a perk for resting where you can what is the word? Where you like your CP would go up to. That'd be pretty neat. Kind of like a shortcut a little bit though. Look at this. Like these just peaceful villages. Like I just love this. Like I would totally live somewhere like this. And granted, villages aren't necessarily known for their like ethnic diversity, but this is a video game world, so everybody's like the same race anyway. Let's see. Back to New Ansel Path that way. Boat this way. Well, not really a lot popping here. Looks like this is like the only thing. Yeah, looks like it's the only thing. And mean, do they live here? Well, I guess it's probably just like the brother and sister. They probably do live on the ground. There's some fishing rods probably against the wreck. Why don't you take one? Not that I want to fish. Oh, this game's gonna have fishing in it, I'm sure. Also, I vastly understated how much I'd play this game when I was playing on my Vita. I thought, oh, like 20 hours. Yeah, I've not seen this. Maybe I just didn't do as much exploring. Too much of a rush. I was playing it at a weird time in life. Well, I guess nothing better to do now than save again and head up to the path. Check out this old... What are you? I don't like that. Don't like that bubbly man. What don't you like? Are you cool with physical attack? Oh, arts. Let's miss him with that. Don't miss. Oh my god. Fucking god. Fucking Joshua, man. You're on my team sometimes, like sometimes you're my guy and sometimes you're just not. You're not my dude. Like that. And cancel that art. Oh, so we're doing that stuff still, huh? We're still doing the whole less self-destruct in the game with, you know, manual placements. Alright. I see how it goes. Alright, Amberl Tower we are. Let's check the surrounding area. Maybe some treasure? It's Saturday morning. Well, Saturday afternoon at this point. Playing this game and it's just so chill, like I'm like hypnotized by this continuing to play. I've done most of my homework for the week, so don't turn me away. So what's the name of this tower again? The Amberl Tower. It's one of the ancient ruins referred to as the Tetrasilic Tower. As a Tetrasilic Tower. Oh, I see. That's why it looks exactly like the Esmelis Tower, huh? I mean, aside from the color and the layout, of course, but the atmosphere is the same. What's wrong? Oh, it's probably nothing, but I could have sworn I heard somebody talking. Voice. Oh! Oh! You're right, Estelle. It sounds like somebody's in here. Do you think it could be... Maybe taking a tour every once in a while isn't a bad idea. We may have just netted ourselves something big. Looks like we'll need to investigate, so let's be cautious. Right. Who could it be? Are we looking for someone? And I know we're looking for a dad, obviously, but... Is this like the original, like, you know... procedurally generated dungeon? I mean, it's not procedural at all, but you get what I'm saying. What are these uggos? So those are sensitive to everything. Well, no worries. I got a little bit of everything for you. And let's test out physical. Nope. Let's test out physical. Miss again. Oh, one shot. So these guys are just kind of weak. Ooh, savory opinions. We fought a smaller version of you already. Well, the bigger gang version of you guys. No need to fight you guys again. Third floor, huh? One shot.
Oh, are we done already?
Was I supposed to come here earlier? Seems these enemies are a little low level. Yes. I guess what they make missing, you know, actual difficulty they make up in sheer physical attack power. I mean, that hurt pretty bad.
That's that. Let's move out.
Downstairs, no saver, no. I don't like those guys. I don't want to use my magic power on them. Uh-huh. Let's save just in case this one also has like 4 floors like the or 5 floors like the Esmelis Tower. What is this? A flying perp. A lot of bad guys here. Gotta be careful with that. Let's stay in our lane today, Joshua, so let's not step out too far. We know it's not quite enough to kill one, so going out there might not be advantageous either. Violet Palm. Alright. Keep it ranged. Stay back. Yeah, we just want to get 1 kill. Is it worth it? Yeah, let's just do this. Kill this guy. Still not quite dead. Oh, that's all you guys got, huh? Stealing my vigor, huh? Well, let's find out if how you guys feel about physical. Oh, they don't. That's not too bad. Some pretty good damage.
Someone's been naughty.
Someone's been naughty. It's this flying. It appears to be like maybe a cow face on a cloud. So that's a thing we know exists now, I guess.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ooh, milled flour. Oh, why did I run away? Why did I oh, this is suboptimal. Oh, this is not great. Okay, step 1. Let's go ahead and give that to our girl, Charizard. And we're gonna do one of... It's gonna have to hurricane everybody, I guess. Oh wow, she got 1 shot off too. And my Sylvan Whip, can I hit? Yeah. Okay, note to self, Brian, let's be real. Whenever you see an enemy, don't just naturally react and like kind of casually run away. There's no reason to. Alright. 178. And you should use your tier on yourself, because we're kind of low. Boy, that tactic actually worked pretty well. And I'll just beat the shit out of him. And down goes Frazier.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
Joshua learned Flicker. As it turns out, not many people knew how to do it. Not many people used Flicker. Actually, probably a lot of people use Flicker, I'd imagine. So I wonder if that's a new S-break for him, maybe. No. What's this? The new craft. Yeah, new craft. Dual strike and flicker. So I guess we'll have to wait till we can get in there to see what that means. Fried eyes and eggs. Love it. One per adventure. Dev team. Is that all? So multiple paths up. So floor 4 is the key. So then there must be a door up, path up on the way over here. Yeah, we know the score. Huh, let's see how that works. Oh, I like that.
That's that then.
That's gonna be a active time delay as well. I think we're onto something with that move. No, let's just wait for that in battle. So that takes you down. Oh, come on, that was not a surprise. Pay attention or I'll hit you. Nice. I wonder if it was just a coincidence that like I couldn't hit that, physically attack that guy before. Whip doesn't hurt. Blades kinda hurt. Go ahead and tier yourself, and then we'll finish it off with a nice art. I don't know, like, hang out, man. Oh, that killed my plans. I mean, I'll take not having to use the SP though. And buying all that food is pretty... I do like how they do that too. They're doing a lot of good things in this game. Wah, wah. Well, since you can attack... Ooh, reviving bomb. And another path up. So what shall we discover here? A 5th floor. Treasure chest over there. What's up, fellas? Let's stop using that for now and just... I think I'm gonna save his special for just in case there's some challenge on this route that I'm not quite expecting. Well, I mean, I guess I would be expecting because I'm thinking about it right now, but you get the gist. Or potential shit popping off upstairs. Got a savory opinion. I wonder if this might be Dorothy. We haven't seen her in a little minute, huh? Ah, it's that guy again. Oh, this guy who explores the stuff. Yeah, this guy. In trouble again, huh, fella? Yikes! Professor Alba. Let me write this fella down. Professor Alba. Explores towers. He sure as fuck does those. Help! Don't worry, my guy. We're well versed in how to deal with these class holes.
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
Clear gelatin. Oh, thank you. You really saved my hide. Well, if it isn't Professor Alba. I was all tense because I thought it might be the Sky Bandits. Haha, it's been a while, hasn't it? You know this guy? Yeah, he's a scholar who's been investigating the towers in Liberal. When we were escorting those reporters, we ran into him at the Esmeralda Tower. Aha, here looks like I'm being rescued again. We heard talking earlier. Is there someone else in here with you? Oh goodness, you heard that? How embarrassing. It's a bad habit I have whenever I'm doing my research. If I don't say what I'm thinking out loud, I can't collect my thoughts. Plus, you were just talking to yourself then, huh? We're all a little crazy sometimes. At any rate, we'd best save the chit-chat for another time. We should get out of this place before more monsters come looking for a snack. Eh? You're leaving already? Why, is there a problem? My research here isn't finished. Well, in that case, take as much time as you need. Stella, Joshua, we're leaving now. Mr. Researcher here says he can find his own way back to town. Huh? Wow, now that was scary. She totally threatened the poor guy. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm ready to leave now. See, men are definitely best when they're so agreeable. Hey, Estelle and Joshua, let's go. Pronto. Okay. Good grief. Oh. 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 What kind of monsters? Monsters that really don't care much for magic. Like, in the way that they don't care, like it doesn't bother them, not like the good way.
Hey, how'd you get me?
Take!
Oh, okay, so it's like that, huh? Actually, let's not have him do that. Let's have him do this. I can't believe he missed again. And actually, I shouldn't have had him do it that turn. I should have had him do his turn, then do it after that. Motherfucker. Bad plan. Oh well. If we die, we die. Huge fan of the Earthlings, huh? Well, as long as one of us is doing that, then I can do this like a lot of times. And I believe I have a special craft that, oops, that I can't use yet. So do we have that can say heal like a ton of hit points? Heals 300. That'll help.
We're good to go.
So, are you close to? No, not really. Let's wait for him to try to use an art again. Okay. Dang it, no time to flicker. No time for crafting, so somebody's gonna get hurt real bad. What do we have? Like in 600? It's a lot. 500 might be better.
We're good to
And
go.
all of it's overhealing, but full strike. All right. And on crit. Strength up. Yeah, I knew you're done, son. Don't blow up. Motherfucker.
Alright, we're good to go.
Emerald Talisman. The chest is empty. How depressing. Well, that was an unexpected little thing popping off there. Working path. Got more upstairs. Let's heal up and see if there's even more danger we can get our characters into. This time, let's use our ultimate skill. Zzz. What awaits us up here? You're not interested in this dude? Yes, I sense this being something that we have to come back to later. For sure. Oh, jeez. What's in here? Monster appeared, of course. Oh, shit. This is gonna be a fucking problem. Ugh, well. We gotta kill these guys ASAP. Nobody has a special right now. She's got pretty charged up. Let's see if I can strength up. Dang it, too bad Joshua's a little bit out of pocket. Shit. Double shit. Oh, not as bad as shit, but still pretty shitty. Full strike and flicker. I do this, then that'll change the line that way, too. Oh, the fucking explosion, huh? Okay, we gotta heal. So she has her own turn after this. Joshua would die from the explosion for sure. So let's think about this. That one's nearest to death. That one's also near to death. Explosion, explosion. I don't want her to get any closer to old girl. This could break bad in a bad way, but she's gonna get a turn. She does have enough for another Sylvan Whip. Does that do pushback? Alright, here's what I'll do. Alright.
We're good to go.
And then okay. Don't do it to him again. Fuck. Alright. So we have 3 turns. 37 hit points, 163. Both strength up, 163. We have to kill that. Not enough for Hurricane, which would be great. Bash him. Sherza may die. We need Sherza to take her turn no matter what. So if anybody's gonna kill him, it's gonna be Sherza. Yeah, let's go. 99. You do that, one of these people might die. I'm gonna delay his turn. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, just enough distance too. Crowd goes wild. Ooh, look at that. Don't say I'm not a smart man. I actually can totally say that. I probably shouldn't even been in that situation to begin with. A little bit of misplaying. I could probably say that after any fight I do. A little bit of misplanning. Let's see. Just use up all this stuff. Fried eyes, eggs, gummy eyeball. Need more gummy eyeball and some dirty carrot. Because who doesn't want to eat dirty carrot? Gummy eyeball. So I got chainmail from that. Let's see if that's any good. Oh, yes, it is, my friend. I do appreciate that. Thank you, sir, for that nice drop. It better have been good, too. Shit. Tiles and crafted from the type of Septium, the worst attack and defense will become wind-based. Oh, so now we're doing some stuff here, aren't we? Let's put that on there for this very second time only. With her becoming wind-based, she's also the physically weakest character, I think. So putting elemental damage on her might not be the worst decision. So we get to fight the whole country on the way out of here. Oh. I didn't realize how small of a range that actually had. Oh, it can't attack. Can't do anything but that. Nor to crash. Oh well. Now let's stick to physical attacks. Oh wait, we can't, can we? So if you just move twice, then it quickly passes the turn. Oh, that's sweet. You know, missing, my favorite thing to happen in the JRPG game. But I mean, honestly, I guess I can understand it more with that type of enemy. I mean, it's just floating cow face, so... It's empty curses. I like the little dialogue they put in there. Oops. You know, I know we've got that guy with us, but I wonder if his health resets every battle. Again, saving. Let's just cut straight across. Fight those gelatin monsters. I guess that's the Jello. Well, maybe the other guy's the Jello. They look more. The cow guys look more like Jello than anybody else. Maybe you guys are Jello. Oh wow, out of VP. So when we start finding some food that restores EP, that's when we're onto something. Oh, surprise attack! Oh no, it's the cops! Seriously? I can keep retrying, but it won't matter because probably they don't attack that guy at least. That was insane that just happened. I mean, it's not insane. It's not. It was inevitable. Yeah, let's just let that be a reminder to myself. Oh my gosh, she still has that status effect on her. Let's see, that's called Seal, probably.
We're good to go.
Well, when his strength goes up, it really goes up. Remember that time I just died, like lost the game because our NPC that we're escorting got killed? That blows. What's the path back up? I looked around. Ooh, what's up? Tear bomb. Oh, what's that? It's empty, but you know something carved on the bottom. It says, the secret password is Chairman Meow. Chairman Meow. This video's gone on a pretty long time, huh? Hour and a half. Well, we're almost out. Calm down. We've escorted my friend out. Everybody's good to go. Oh goodness, you helped me out of a mess again. If you hadn't come along when you did, I might have been done for good this time. I've managed to get a little funding for my research, so I'll send a payment to the guild as a token of my gratitude. Like I told you before, hire a bracer to escort you around. Funds permitting, I will seriously look into that next time. Anyway, must be going now. Are you sure you don't need to escort her back to town? Ah, if I did that, then my world would surely be barren. Farewell, everyone. I hope we can meet again someplace. What a guy. He certainly is a strange one. Think so? He seems like a typical academic to me. You know, the type that gets lost in whatever they're doing. You're definitely not one of those people, that's for sure. Why you gotta shoot shots at us though? Even I know better than to come waltzing to a place like this alone. For a scholar, he may just be more than meets the eye. For one, he came here by himself. Maybe you're right. Or we're the ones who ended up having to save his behind. Well, that's just part of the bracer's line of work. Anyway, how about we get going? Quest, Amberl Tower Mystery completed. I mean, didn't even know that was what we're doing. So I better leave it here. This has been an hour and a half of good old trails. So, thank you again as always for your time. Have a great day.